Let him go. He will return. Where else does he have to go?
My daughter is a very troubled girl.
Next on Sky Movies, fun and action.
So I decided to send her to a place down in the south. I want you to drive her there, Tracy. I need a man I can trust.
Charlie Sheen.
This deal is strictly sub-rosa. You're here to drive, and that's it.
Kerry Green and Alan Ruck in Three for the Road, a romantic comedy, next.
Join us on Sky Movies in November for the best in movie action and romance, comedy and drama. We go back to the 18th century, to France, for a riveting tale of love, seduction and scandal. The winner of 3 Oscars, starring Glenn Close, John Malkovich and Michelle Pfeiffer. Dangerous Liaisons.
Love and revenge. 2 of your favorites.
Don't move. I have this appalling reputation, as you may know. Yes, I have been warned about you.
To seduce a woman famous for strict morals, religious fervor, and the happiness of her marriage, what could possibly be more prestigious?
I'm not sure a correspondence with you is something a woman of honor could permit herself.
So you're determined to refuse my suggestions, however respectable.
I didn't say
and
that.
You'd rather be unjust than risk showing me a touch of kindness.
You can do it or not, with as many men as you like, as often as you like, in as many different ways as you like.
You are a genuinely wicked woman.
I know God is punishing me for my pride. I was so certain nothing like this could ever happen.
Nothing like what? Do you mean love? Why do you suppose we only feel compelled to chase the ones who run away?
Once upon a time, you were a man to be reckoned with.
No more refusals. No more regrets.
My victory wasn't over her.
Of course it was. What do you mean?
It was over you.
In November, there's action in the Far East during World War II. Nigel Havers is captured by an island tribe whose chief is Nick Nolte. Farewell to the king.
He's a white man, my God. Look, when I said I was a deserter, I meant it. I quit your world and your war. This is a better world I live in. They don't know about your war. I'm their king, and I don't want them to know. You can no longer avoid history.
Your American believes he's a king, then he's mad.
Why would you have killed this baby, huh? Why? Why would you have let me?
You know that one fine day you're going to have to betray them.
We sank as deep into horror as human nature would allow.
Cannibalism.
Forget this war. This war is for evil men.
Vengeance is futile. It never ends. You told me that. It's not man that counts, it's life, Leroy.
In November, we say hello to Izzy Grossman, independent, single, and with a grandmother who wants her to marry a nice Jewish boy. Amy Irving is crossing Delancey.
When I was your age, I was married, I had a life, everything in place.
Is he married? Separated. Oh, very separated. Is that like very divorced without all the messy paperwork?
He's got some big eye out for her.
Well, she's a lovely girl. She opens her eyes, she looks around.
Lots of women who are doing tremendous things with their lives and don't need a man to feel complete.
I'm a good person. I don't smoke. I don't have any health problems. I'm very easy to get along with.
He's so hungry for her, it's unsettling.
Yes.
So, Sam, talk to us. Give us the picture, yes?
You think it's so small, my world? You think it's so provincial? You think it defines me? Is that it? No.
You want more?
Yes. I should have spoken to you on my own the first time I saw you.
When was that?
First time? About 3.5 years ago, I think.
I thought you wanted to get rid of this guy.
I do. I'm just interested.
There's drama in November in the poignant story of a baseball player and that special someone who was always there when he needed her. She's Jodie Foster, stealing home.
Hi.
Bill, I have some terrible news. Katie Chandler died yesterday.
Katie was so wild.
Martini.
Right. Yes. I love you, Billy boy.
That's why she was the greatest babysitter of all time.
Now, when things get confusing, and believe me, they will, this is to remind you that you're a ball player.
What's wrong?
Your father's been in a car accident.
He's dead, isn't he?
She left her ashes to you, not to Hank, not to Grace, not to anybody else. Bill, you can't walk away from this.
See, that's all I really want to do, Billy boy. I want to leap off this pier and fly high in the air and hang out with the wind and drift with the clouds.
If everybody needs somebody to remind them who they are, Katie Chandler was that for me.
You're a ball player, that's who you are.
Jodie Foster, stealing home and bringing back the good times in our lineup of great movie entertainment coming your way in November on Sky Movies.
Sage, listen to me. This is serious. Jill is in trouble. The original concept came about 5 years ago. And so I guess I've always been paranoid about the future. But I wrote a short script which had more or less the same content. But I was planning on making it as a Super 8 movie on my own, more or less with a few friends. But it's all contained within the apartment then. But about a year later, Terminator came out, and I was kind of cowed into submission. And forgot about it for a very long time.
And then, did you have difficulties getting it off the ground? I mean, Britain isn't exactly the easiest place to do a movie.
Well, it was easier to get hardware off the ground than anything else I've written. I found that it was commercial enough to get a lot of people interested, and it was weird enough to still satisfy me.
The script was very interesting, and it was really suspenseful. I was really intrigued as I was going from page to page, and also those sort of strong, independent women, slightly aggressive kind of characters don't come along very often, and I was just really interested in it. The character sort of hit me on a gut level, and I really wanted to play her. She's not sort of trained as a fighter or trained in any way like that, other than being a metal sculptress and having some sort of ability with having to work with those sort of tools. And she's not proficient at handling guns or anything, but it's physical in spite of the character because she's put through so much.
I was going to say, you had to go hauling that chainsaw around the place and stuff. Did you have to do any training?
Yeah, I sort of pumped iron a little while before I came over to do the film, just so I would be able to lift the tools and look convincing, hopefully.
This is Sky Movies.
And in the next edition of At the Pictures, Mel Gibson, Goldie Hawn and John Badham talk about Bird on a Wire. We go under the sea for the animated Oscar winner, The Little Mermaid, and into the clouds for the action-adventure Wings of the Apache. Join me then.
On Sky Movies now, there's comedy and trouble for Charlie Sheen. He's been specially selected to drive a teenager to school, a job that's a lot more difficult than it first appears. 3 for the road.
The following movie has been classified 15, suitable only for persons 15 years and over.
Excuse me.